What's going on, everyone? You guys can see that everyone's getting ready to leave the rally. So today is Saturday, and I wanted to give you guys the final update on my swing trade. I decided to close out my position, and you guys should be able to see a little screen recording on the right hand side. And I had to do it on my phone because I wasn't on my laptop, so I screen recorded it for you. And it's the closeout of my 182 shares. I believe my average purchase price. You can go back. I was showing my screen every single time that I averaged up on my swing trade. It was 182 shares at an average purchase price of $275.66, if I'm not mistaken. I ended up selling my position at $279.26. In total, it ended up leading to a net profit of $654.29. I want you guys to know that for every entry, it was $3 of commission through TD Ameritrade. Again, I've made a video on how to reduce your commissions through TD Ameritrade. So I had 2 entries and then 1 sell. And in total, again, I still ended up being in the green. It was a little bit over 1.3%. So in total of my swing trade and what I wanted it to do and how I wanted it to perform, it did not play out according to plan. It began to pull back a little bit more than I expected to when I originally got in. But one of the biggest reasons that I'm going to break it down right now on why I decided to sell my swing trade on Tesla. So I hope that you guys enjoy. And ultimately, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment them down below. All right, team. So now to get into a little bit more detail on exactly why I decided to close out my swing trade. I think it's very important to understand, like, not only the profits or maybe the losses depending on like the swing trade and how it played out. But on top of that, maybe the thought process on what led to either the success or where the mistake was made, right? So when it comes down to Tesla and the way that it's been trending, one thing that has become very apparent that I pointed out initially when I took my position is the overall rejection and resistance that we're experiencing with this SMA line. That's that green line that you see right here. We're on the 180-day 4-hour chart. And one thing that I've noticed is that, it sells off, it pushes up, and then gets rejected. It sells off, pushes up, gets rejected. Sells off, pushes up, gets rejected. Sells off, pushes up, gets rejected. So if this pattern continues, just like it's, been going on for the past, 3 to 4 months, I need to make sure that my actions that I take for this swing trade, when it comes down to either locking in profits or just selling the position in general, are not in effect or in response to how much money I want to make, because again, the understanding that I have no impact, no correlation to the overall market. So where I desire to buy and where I desire to sell is completely irrelevant to the overall market. What is important is to understand and to make sense of the patterns, and that my actions, when it comes down to trading, correlate on over to, what I'm seeing and analyzing and can make sense of. So because I see the SMA line normally acts as a resistance going into the weekend, one thing that I want to point out is, as this thing was selling off, it broke above the EMA line, it began to have a couple green days, and now we're getting really close to the SMA line. Another thing, again, yesterday was Friday, so today I'm doing this video during Saturday, right? And the margin that I see for potential profit in comparison to, the potential that it has to sell off again, just necessarily wasn't worth it. Looking at the RSI, overextended. Looking at the MACD, it's already descending. And looking at the overall pattern and direction, you can see that it's making lower lows and lower highs. So although my swing trade in total ended up playing out according to plan, and I still made a little bit of money off of it, ultimately, I need to make sure that my actions are in response to what I see and not what I hope for. So that is why I decided to lock in profits in Tesla for my overall swing trade. I was in with a little bit over, the $50,000, a total of 182 shares, and I'm still very happy to have came out on top with a green swing trade, and I'm really happy and pleased that you guys were able to follow me along throughout the entire journey. So I hope that my breakdown on explaining why I decided to lock in profits for my swing trade makes sense, and that again, my actions today, if I want to continue to do this for the rest of my life, have to be in response and be working towards my overall goal of making sure that I consistently take action with things that make sense and not what I hope and how they turn out to be. Thank you guys again so much for watching this video. I hope that I earned your thumbs up. I also want to remind you that the TechBud Staycation, which is the 2-day visit, all expenses paid for our Learn Plan Profit member, ends today, March 31st. So if you want to participate for that giveaway, all you have to do is make sure that you enroll to the Learn Plan Profit Lesson Library. I'm going to include a $40 off coupon that will end as well by tonight, just to give you a little incentive on top of the giveaway and contest to be able to partake in that. Appreciate everything that you guys do. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams, let your passion be what drives your success, and like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.